Welcome back. I hope things are well. Xogue here, coming at you with episode 6. We've almost reached the number that XOGUIVERSE made it to, and I am actually pretty excited to get past that number, even though it's really not that high. But anywho, we are here right now at spawn. The reason we're starting at spawn this time is because my base didn't change, the nether didn't change, and why am I going to let you watch me walk through the nether to here when this is the first thing we're going to get into anyway. So the first thing I want to show you is a little bit about what's changed around here. Now, the first thing is this colorful building over in this direction. It's interesting. That's what I'll say. Now, it's not a bad build. It's really not. I mean, he's got a cool little skylight thing. And by the way, Fleeks made this. Just since I haven't mentioned that yet. But no, I mean, it's really not bad. It's just, it has more color than you normally see. That's a creeper. No! Crap. Well, that just happened. Hang on 1 second. And I've fixed it. When creepers attack. Man, these guys are vicious. Anyway, like I was saying, something about, it not being a bad build. And it's not. The colors, it's usually not something you see in a building, but it really doesn't look bad. You know, if I didn't see one and you were like, hey, I'm going to put some light blue stained clay, some red stained clay, and some brown stained clay all in the same building, I'd be like, whoa, wait. I don't think that's going to look very good, buddy. But, no, I think he's pulled it off pretty well. I think it's pretty nice. And inside, he's got a little setup. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it looks pretty nice. I like it. Good stuff, Fleeks. Good stuff. Alright, so, next up, bam! Look at that thing. This is Anomaly's pet project. Back in one of the earlier episodes, I helped him build out a little cobblestone structure or something, and it looks like some kind of awesome idea spawned in his head, and this is the result. Now, he has spent so much time over here. I don't think he's worked on his base, considering all of his stuff is still over here, but holy crap, that thing is amazing. Oh, that's not my sword. Okay, well, he died, and I'm still on fire. Fantastic. But, man, that is crazy awesome. Actually, me and Cyclops, we climbed up to the top, I believe, before it was done this much. And I think I'm going to toss in a little clip here of me and him jumping off the roof. Just 'cause.
See me through the cloud?
Yeah, no, I don't see clouds, apparently. I see cloud. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And I'm recording. You're good to go.
Ah!
No.
It's so far.
You made it, though. Alright, there's no land down there? Sweet, okay. My turn. Whee! Oh, almost made it through.
I tried to punch you.
I'm glad you missed, because I'm a little hungry. And I don't think I'm wearing any armor at the moment. Did that? Okay. He tried to punch me on the way down. Go figure. Alright, so next up we have, this is Sarge's place over here. And I'm not sure what that is, but I'll take a look. We'll see. But this is the one I've seen. This is his farmhouse. He did call it a stable house at one point, I believe. But he has his tree farm back here with his cocoa beans. He's got his trees. He's got some, I believe, what are those, jack-o'-lanterns? Is that how he's lighting up down there? Looks like it would be because they're in the ground. That's cool. Got lots of cocoa beans. Sarge, I may have to steal some of these at one point, but I will be sure to replant. Don't you worry. But yeah, it's a nice little build. He has used the space inside this house very efficiently. I mean, it's a tiny place, but he has his furnaces. He's got some decoration, brewing stand, you know, chest, bed. And up here he has like a little attic thing with more chests. Yeah, they look like full blocks, huh? They're not. They're stairs. But, you know, he's got some, what you looking at? I'm scared now. The ender chest? Can I? Yeah. Nope. Okay. And then up here, just kind of a roof access, I guess. Chimney. You can kind of perch up here and just... I don't know. I guess it's a spot where mobs can't get you, but I think on the roof they can't get you either. It's a combination of stair blocks and half slabs, I believe. But anyway, it's a nice little place. Very, very nice. I didn't look this time. Back door. Front door. Crafting table. Look at that. He has a welcome mat that can help you make things. I find that pretty cool. What's this? Storehouse for all your farmed needs. Functional design. Okay, so this is work in progress. Probably why it doesn't have a roof. But this is pretty cool. Looks like you're going to be able to have everything that is farmable in here. And I'm not sure who's working on this. I'm sorry, whoever made this. It is very nice. I like it. You even have the crafting table back there, which is really cool. But yeah, no, it looks pretty awesome. I like it. This must be the community spot for all the farms. Anytime you see a farm that's full, I'm assuming you can go ahead and break the blocks, replant everything, and then come over here and toss it in the chest. Which would be really, really cool. So anytime you need something, you run right into there and you're good to go. Our farms are right here. Should still be wheat and carrots, I believe. Chest. Yes, wheat and carrots. Yep. Cool. Sarge has also hooked up this cactus farm here. Let's see how well this thing is doing. And it's getting nighttime. That's not bad. Over a stack of cactus. Very nice. I think there was actually more in there before. I think I looked in there once and there was a bunch more. So it's coming in handy. So that's cool. Very, very cool. All right. So, as for today's project, what I would like to do is I want to have this breeder in... hold that thought for a second. Anomaly, I'm going to steal your bed again. I hear a spider. Oh, hi, spider. You think you stand a chance with my awesome arm? Look, no damage. No damage. Love it. Okay. So anyway, I am stealing the use of your bed again, Anomaly, since I'm the only one on. And it's so easy to get to. Well, I suppose Sarge was probably closer. But, you know, hey, this one's familiar. Hey, you have a lot of furnaces. There's that automated system. It looks like that was another one. I'm not sure why you have a bunch of floating chests. You know what? I know why you're doing it. You're doing it just to mess with our heads. Guess what? Your plan succeeded. Anywho, here is this stuff, and it looks like you can stand, break blocks. It goes into a hopper that auto smelts into stone. Unless it's not hooked up at all. Looks like it. That's cool. Interesting. A bit open. He has his vine farm over here. Helped him out once chopping down a lot of it. He was trying to craft some mossy cobblestone, I believe. But, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Still chickens. More chickens. Yep. Alright, so, back to what I was saying. The villager breeder. Now, what I want to do is I want to build it in the area. Because the other project that relies heavily on villagers is going to be over in this area, and it would just be so much easier if the villager breeder was here as well. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe put it over off in this direction maybe. I hope this is not going to bug anybody. I don't believe it will. But yeah, I think it's going to be right here. And the idea is that the villagers are going to be probably up in the sky a little bit. And they're going to be bred. The baby's going to drop down, be dragged across to a holding facility of some sort. Yeah, facility. It's going to be like a box, but facility works. So they're going to wait there until they grow up. And once they grow up, they'll be 2 blocks tall. They'll be, they'll go through a water vader that comes across and drop down pretty much right in front of you. And theoretically, one at a time, you will be able to grab them, check what the villager has, and based on that, decide whether they go to the other project or my village, my player-made village, which I don't know where that's going yet either. And I'm not sure if that's going to be in this episode or the next one. I'll have to see. I don't know yet. Actually, I wonder if anybody would object to it being over there. Build some kind of an intricate little bridge thing or something like Anomaly has right there, maybe. But that way, it's not... oh, that might be in the spawn chunks. You know what? That is in the spawn chunks. Well, that's probably not going to be the answer. There you go. Alright, so I've still got to play with a few things. I got to get locations on my village. I got to figure out exactly where this stuff is going, and I got to check with a few people about these locations to make sure I'm not getting in anybody's way or anybody's plans for this area or whatnot. So I'm going to go start gathering some supplies. I'm going to check with those people, and I'll be back as soon as I'm ready to start building, and or I will have already built something. We'll see. 1 second. Alright, so we are over here. This is actually right by my base. The reason I haven't started building anything is just because I need a lot of supplies, and I currently can't get a hold of anybody to, ask them about things. Except for Anomaly and Cyclops who are here. It's going well. How about you? And so we're meh. Alright. That's very descriptive. I like it. But I need string. The reason I need string is because I need bows. Bows are going to be used for dispensers, which is going to be in the build, and I don't have enough for what I need, so we're going to start digging here. I'm going to see what I can't find. Hopefully I can find a decent little cave or something. At the very least, I should have a few spiders. It sounds like there's a lot of them down here. And I'm not going to lie. I have some hopes of what it could be. Iron. I will take the iron. But let's just dig down a little bit here. And you can hear... Oh, no way. Oh, tell me that's not fantastic. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, man. I am so glad I walked over here at the same time I was looking for string, because I heard them. I heard them, and I was hoping, maybe a cave or something pretty close. Yeah, it's a 1-block hole, buddy. You can't get through that. So, I'm probably going to jump down here, and I'm not going to show a whole lot of the spawner build thing, just because this episode's about the villager breeder, and I want to make sure I get that done. And I'm sure most of you have seen some kind of a spawner trap. I'm just going to use a long drop. It's just easier that way. I might convert it later into something else. But we do have an XP farm, so anything else, well, I guess we could use eyes. I don't know. We'll turn it into something else later, but for now, I'm going to do a quick and dirty long drop to their death. Use some kind of a system to collect all the drops. And, yeah, I think things will work pretty well. I'll show you what I've got when I come back. And goodness, that was a lot of digging. Look, my worker pick is almost dead. Oh, wait a minute. I just dug out the area for the slaughterhouse. That was nothing. So, this is for my server members. You guys come to my base, you need some string. The side that has the mini wheat farm towards the big ocean where my island used to be, that side of the base, you walk off in that direction. And you're going to be looking over here for some cobblestone. And that's where the ladder's going to be. Now, it might be covered up or changed later, so just look for the ladder with the hole. You'll see that. Now, when you come down here, it is literally bare bones spawner trap. There is nothing here. And like I said, it will be decked out later, but right now I just needed a bunch of string for the next project. So as you see, you have, this is the landing pad where they drop. Now, the thing about drop traps and spawners is that you have to be within 16 blocks to activate the spawner, but they have to fall more than that. So there's always two parts with a fall trap and a spawner. You have the landing pad where they die. Then you have the place where you sit to keep the spawner active so it happens. Now in this case, they don't always die. Sometimes they catch the edge and they just kind of don't quite die, but there will be like one hit. It'll be pretty much, you know, so you'll actually be able to get just a couple eyes that way. But in the future, I will transform this and give you some kind of an option. You'll flick a lever or something to have the option to kill them yourself or let them die so you get a bunch of string. But for now, this is how it's going to stay because I just need the string for the bows for the dispensers. So I'm going to hang out here for a bit, get myself a bunch of string, and gather up the rest of the supplies. And hopefully I can talk to somebody about my location choice to see if it's cool. Woo! All right. We are at the location where the villager breeder is going to be. I put a sign up, checked with people, nobody had any complaints, so this is where it's going to be. But before I get into that, I did want to mention that, one, it's been a couple days since I recorded, so some more things got done. I will obviously take another tour later. That still looks awesome, but I'm not going to get into what changed yet. That'll be, you know, I'll do another tour when some more things have changed. The next thing is that we have a new member, the Waffling Brit. Maybe just Waffling Brit, I'm not sure. But I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But hey, fair's fair, right? He pronounced my name wrong in his first video. Anyway. But yeah, I'll get into all that later. But I will be adding Waffling Brit's channel link into all of my video descriptions. Even the ones I've already done, just because you remember now. And, you know, anybody who sees anything is going to be able to see your videos from any of mine. So, now that that's done, we're going to get into this. The original design that I had was, it was going to be in the air. The babies were going to fall down, come over here. After they grow up, I was going to be able to look at what they were offering and sort them based on whether or not they're good. They were going to be held to the side so that I could put them into a village. And if they weren't good, they were going to be tossed into another area. However, I changed my mind. The reason for that is because I can easily build another one of these at my base so that I can make the village there. Now, the reason I want to make it there rather than in a community area is because several people have mentioned how they don't like to keep rotten flesh, which tells me that they're not a big fan of villager trading, because if you do any kind of villager trading, rotten flesh is like one of the best trades. The reason I say that is because it's not used for anything else. You can just as easily trade in carrots, potatoes, and stuff like that, which I will also be doing, or other things to get emeralds, get some good stuff. I love villager trades. So since I like them a lot, they don't care for them. Some might, maybe. I figure if it's at my base, they can still access it. They're free to go into my base whenever they want, record. It doesn't matter to me at all. If I have something there I don't want them to record, I will let them know. So since I will probably be there quite a bit, Well, maybe. They may not. Why not do it in my base? So, here I'm just going to be dropping them down and collecting them, waiting until they grow up, and then they're going to be swimming up. And I believe Sarge is going to be doing something with them after, they're there. I'm going to leave it running for a while. I may not even hook up an off switch just yet. I know I need to. I know it should be done, but I don't believe it'll be too hard to do later. So, yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to build a lot of this out, and then I'll run you through afterwards, and that's because I've already done quite a bit of recording, and I don't want this episode to get too long. So, I'm going to go ahead and just build it out, and then I'll explain it, and I guess we'll call it a day. Hang tight. Hey, it's raining again. Wonderful. Alright, so we are now at the top of this big old construction. I'm going to run you through a little bit while I'm still up here, but there are a couple things I still need to do. Now, the idea is that all the villagers are going to be in here. And you see dispensers here, those are going to have bone meal. Now, the reason that's not going to be a waste, because a lot of people think it will be, is that bone meal is not actually used when, one, there are no crops in the ground. So after they pick them, no bone meal is going to be used until they're replanted. Or two, when the crops are fully grown, it also doesn't use any bone meal. So it's literally efficient in itself. It just doesn't get used if it's not needed. So it makes it quite perfect for this. So the way they're going to be loaded is with this little contraption here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a chest on this end with more hoppers. I just didn't make enough. And then, one at a time, the items are going to flow through. Now, the reason this is going to work so well is because of just how hoppers work. They're all the same as far as timing goes. So, one's going to be pulled out of the chest at the same time another one's being pushed forward. I'm not explaining this well, but the idea is that by the time... excuse me. By the time it gets to the end of this line here, there's going to be one in each hopper because they all take the same amount of time to push one into the next one. So there's always only going to be one. And what's going to happen is it's going to hit this last one right here, which is very quickly going to turn this entire line off, which allows the hoppers underneath it to pull them all out. So in effect, there's going to be one in each of these hoppers. And then at the same time, all of these are going to suck one down and push it into the dispenser. So they're all going to be loaded evenly. They're all going to have the same amount of bone meal, all at the same time. And it works really, really well. It really does. So that's how the bone meal is going to work. When the children or when the babies are born, the way mobs move is that they pick a random block in the area. And if they can get to it, they try to pathfind to it. So the idea is going to be that there's going to be a larger platform around here, just a little bit, not huge. It's not really going to matter too much, but the babies will eventually find and pick a block that's out here, around the outside. These trapdoors to them are seen like full blocks, so they're going to pathfind, try to go right over these open trapdoors, and they're going to fall. And down at the bottom here, there's going to be water that will take them. Let me see if I can get down without completely killing myself. Woohoo! Feather falling. So, they're going to fall down these channels. There's going to be water down here that pushes them into the middle. There's going to be water here that takes them down the channel. This is only 7 blocks, so the water is going to fall one more and push the children one more. And then they're going to go all the way to the end. And this is where the water source is going to start at the second block, which means the babies are going to sit here in this block until they grow up. Once they grow up, they'll be able to swim up, and right up top, right around this level or so, is going to be where, all the adults are swimming for Sarge to pluck them out and do as he wishes with them. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to hop over to the base where I believe we'll do the the exit strategy for the episode. Alright, be back in a second. Oh no! It's nighttime and the episode's over? Yeah, sorry about that. So, some more things need to happen to the villager breeder before it's actually operational. First of all, we need the villagers, which Corvus does have a few at his base. So we're going to see if we can't breed some of them, maybe get some of them over there, and we'll see what happens. Also, the extra little platform needs to run out just to give the baby villagers a little bit extra choices when it comes to them picking a block outside of that little farm area that's in the middle. This way they'll run out faster, and fall down the trapdoors a lot easier. And also we need to hook up the hoppers that are going to come from the chest that will hold all of the bone meal. Now, at the moment, you'll have to climb up to the top to throw extra bone meal in there, but usually you can stockpile it right in the beginning and you won't have to worry about it because the villagers will pretty much keep their inventories topped off and breed as soon as that 5-minute timer is done. So you won't have to worry too much about replacing the bone meal. It's not going to be a huge deal after it starts to pump out a lot of villagers. The bone meal is really there to help kickstart it in the right direction and get them boosted, to start breeding. But after those start to, be pumped out, the babies will fall into the water. They'll go all the way to the end. It'll wait until they're grown, and then they'll start to swim up to the top, where you maybe see their heads kind of splashing up and down out of that little containment area that I built right at the end. So, yeah, hopefully things go well. We will see what we can get next episode, I guess. I'll take a trip over there, see what's going on, and show you around the town a little bit more probably. And I think the next episode's going to be about this upper area that I'm sure you are curious. Obviously, it's not finished. I don't think I would put things on the roof if I had, if this was the extent of my base. So, yeah, I think we're going to build out the upper area, and we're going to see what we can't get into after that. So, if you liked the video, click that like button. Want to see more? Subscribe. Comment, favorite, share, do what you do. See you in the next episode.